Hi guys, Blade here, and I just wanted to talk you guys through this awesome ranked Lulu game I just had. I'm currently in silver, so this is a decently high rated game, I guess you could say. Um, yeah, I had this awesome game with this Ferris down bot, and we were losing at first, but we won well as a team. So I just want to show you guys this, and I thought it was awesome, and maybe you guys will too. Um, Also, since we're waiting for the game to actually really begin,
30
um,
seconds until
I'm
minions
just gonna let you
spawn.
guys know this is just a video I'm putting up for this week because I'm piecing together my Tarot guide right now, and that'll be up for next week's video. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing my my weekly videos,
Minions have spawned.
and on Saturday nights you can tune in to my ranked teams games on my Twitch .tv channel. Yeah, so the game is beginning. So it pretty much starts off, I'm just defending against, when they come down in the lane. We're facing a Taric and a Grave. But I play a very, very aggressive Lulu, so I like to poke a lot, and, I really tick off the enemy team, and they get really angry at me. And, yeah. So I pretty much just poke them down, get them as mad as I can so they make stupid moves. And this Varus Knight, we keep them very low throughout the entire laning phase because we poke them very, very, very well. And it it gives the opportunities for awesome plays later. So here he just narrowly escapes, and Tarek thinks that he can apply the pressure to maybe keep us down a little bit, so Graves can come back in and pick up a couple kills. But it's just not working that way for him. Varus kind of wasted his flash there and didn't get anything on it, but oh well, it still doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna keep this in 2 times speed, so the game does go relatively quick. Nidali picks up a first blood on Nasus here, but it's it's not that bad. It's not as bad as it'll be in a couple minutes, but I'll leave that for you guys to see. So we just kind of keep really poking him down and not letting him get any headway in this game. And overall, we never really let them get to the wards where they want to have them. Tarek is just using wards in the front bush here, which is really unnecessary as a support, really. Because if a lane's doing this well, you don't really need to worry about a lane gank. So, it's perfectly fine. I'm just keeping that bush warded because, it gives vision enough that we can see Maokai, for some reason, sliding down there. And so they can't get anything off on it, and I shield Varus real quick so he doesn't take any damage. That's the big thing about my supports. I enjoy supports with heals and shields. I like Leona and all, but I don't know. I don't like her as much as my other conventional supports with a tank. I mean, a heal or a shield because it's just awesome. So Graves went back. He's already back down in the lane, but Tarek's still low, so he's probably going to use self heals. But overall, it's just we're having a very laid back kind of lane phase. Varus is able to farm. You know, nothing's really going on down here. I'm able to spill, get a couple slows here and there, pick up a kill because Varus wouldn't have, and keep poking it down. Kind of hope. I was hoping Graves would come in there and try to get me because I know I'd just destroy him anyway if he tried to kill me. It's really easy to avoid this Graves poke because he doesn't know how to use it at all because, I don't know, he's not very good with his buckshot, I guess. But this time we're level 6, so I could just ult myself or shield myself and I wouldn't take any damage from his ult. No, we're too low, so we're just gonna back here and, I kinda get I get a Philo Stone, 4 wards, and I'm gonna sit here for a couple seconds and I wait for my fruit. So I get those, pop my W, and I'm pretty well caught up to Varus, and I'm on my way back to lane. He doesn't pick up boots for quite some time, even as a slow champion as Varus, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, I can always just speed him up when he needs it, and I have enough poke that we don't need to go anywhere. Even if their jungler did gank, he couldn't really make any headway. Ooh, I didn't realize I had a pink in there, because they didn't do anything about it. I was really mad at myself there. I couldn't kill that Graves, but yeah, and they got kills out of that. So it was a 2-for-1, kind of a bad play on our part because they were 4-bot. Alright, our Akali did feel really bad about that. Our Nasus is not really doing so hot. It's fed Nidalee 3-0 and is constantly getting ganked. Like right now, he's getting ganked. He's chasing Nidalee because she's at like no health at all. But he just gets killed by Maokai anyway because Maokai does a lot of damage. We're just kind of laid back here farming, not doing a whole lot, taking it easy. Went and Varus farm. Both of us are 1-1-1, so we have a lot of opportunity here. You know, Lulu has such vast diving power, it makes it really easy for me. But Maokai just barely gets me here, and Varus just dives to the tower for no apparent reason, because he's standing there way too long. Shyvana can't really fight Maokai there because Maokai does have kills and he does have plenty of items to try to counter out a bit. Just gonna rearrange this real quick. Let's see. There we go. Top, jungle, mid, support, AD carry. Lulu is a great support because she has so much utility in the form of shields, movement speed. My ult is huge, especially with the heal, and I have such a huge slow and a polymorph, so Lulu is a very aggressively played, if played correctly, utility support who can do plenty of damage and dish out in team fight. They're kind of dancing around here, seeing if they can get any headway in our lane, but they're fed everywhere else but our lane because we're doing so well down here. So, like I said, Lulu brings a lot to a team fight, so I'm able to completely CC them out of here, while our Nasus teleports in and ends up running through turret, and he nags a kill, and I'm pretty much dancing around the turret, getting it down. And I polymorph Mao so he can't get away. There's no chance in hell he's going. But Diana ends up coming in behind me, just barely getting me again because that shield doesn't do nearly what it should. So Akali's starting to pick up a little bit of speed. She's 2-0 now. She's ganking top a lot, trying to get Nasus a little bit easier lane. Trying to push turret, getting a little ganks, keeping the Nidalee shut down, and she's doing a good job with it. I'm kind of dancing around here mid because, you know, I know they're here. I can do whatever I want because I'm Lulu, and I'm a very good Lulu. I play very, very, very aggressively, so they can't really do anything. So like, even when I run through their team like that, I just ran through like their entire team. I ran through 4 people, and they couldn't really do anything about it. You'll see later on in the video why they get so mad at me, and it's really kind of funny and kind of my best play that I've made on Lulu in quite a while. This was kind of a sloppy team fight here. You know, it ends up going a 4-for-4 here. Our Nasus can't dish out the damage that he really needs to. He just pretty much built a Warmog as fast as he could before he built his Triforce, so he's got no damage. he also doesn't have pretty much any mana for some reason, and I don't really like that. I don't know why, but he just doesn't have any mana. Or he's just not even trying to conserve any mana. He's just always Zoom. I'm just kind of sticking around here while Varus farms to get a little bit of experience out of it, because I don't want to fall behind, and I know I'm ahead of Tarek, so I don't want to fall behind him. Because, you know, even as a support, level is important, because you can tank more. Now, I knew they were in this bush here, so I'm kind of warding, poking them out, shielding Varus, seeing what we can get out of this. Now, he ends up rushing in there and gets Tarek, but he ends up dying in the process. I'm trying to keep Maokai away while Shyvana duels out Graves, but she can't quite take him out, so I just kind of let things play through and keep Maokai back off because he knows he can't take me. Here, the best thing I can do really is back. So, I'm just going to go around the map a little bit, show you kind of what's going on. So, our Kali has died a couple times while only picking up 1 kill after the last update on Akali. She's kind of fallen off a little bit. She's not doing as much damage as she should. She's not building quite correctly, but it's fine. Here, I'm just kind of rushing around boarding, trying to set up my team for a fight. Because I know we can win them because our comp is a lot better, has a lot more CC and a lot more damage overall than their comp, because they're kind of I don't know, they're kind of a moderate damage, moderate tank comp. We're just kind of an all-in damage comp. It's a really, really easy dive comp that we're playing right now. You know, because Nasus can slow everyone, and he has a huge circle which reduces a lot of resistances. You know, I'm Lulu, enough said. We have a Kali who can just jump in. You have Shyvana who can jump in, and Varus is very, very, very long range poke, so he can set up fights easily. Since we have a ward in there, we can see them, so I'm kind of poking them out. This is that fight I was talking about that gets me so mad. So I'm in here, you know, I'm brought extremely low. I do pick up a couple of kills in here. And there's a quad kill. I dive in, pick up Tarek, and just barely squeeze away from Graves. See, this makes them really, really, really mad. And it brings a lot of hate into the game later on. It's mostly because of that and what I just said there, kind of a badass like that. No, I don't know why Nasus keeps going on fights like this, but it's not that bad. See, they use a lot of abilities on me, and they're just really trying to take me down because they really don't like me. So they're kind of trying to pressure us as much as we can. I don't know why my team keeps staying in here for these turret fights, even though they should just let it go down. But I don't know, it's not that bad, I guess. It could be a lot worse. Our team is starting to fall a lot more behind, and they're rushing for the dragon, so that gives us time to clear out our towers, wipe out lanes, and get a little bit of headway going again. We really have to play carefully because, you know, I'm warding around here. I know they just took dragon, so I really got to be careful with where I ward because I don't want to get caught out, but I want to make sure that we have enough vision so that we don't lose in team fights because we're surprised by a couple of guys. Being caught out is definitely a huge thing in, you know, supporting, because if you don't have wards, then your team will get caught out. There's no doubt about it. You can't prevent it. Even if they're under tower, they will get caught out. That's why it's so important to ward. Like, even if you're not a support, you should still, yeah, they ulted me 3 times in there because they really just hate me. So Varus is able to just quickly chase these guys down and get a double kill out of that easily. I mean, getting kills in towers isn't the most important thing. One of the most important things is not dying yourself. I mean, if your team has a lot of kills and a lot of towers down, it doesn't do anything if the other team has a lot of kills too, because they can easily just pressure towers down as a group of 5, and there's nothing your team can really do about it. Here, we didn't expect to team fight this, but I ended up going in there and just ulting Shyvana early in the fight, so she's plenty of tankiness. I'm sitting here, I'm slowing, I'm CCing, doing whatever I can. I ended up picking a double kill up, and then we just race off to Baron because they can't do anything about it because just Diana. Nasus runs in here because Diana's trying to steal it, sacrifices himself, so Diana's focusing on Nasus, so we just easily take up the Baron, and that gives it to 3 of our teammates. Akali wasn't quite up enough to get that Baron buff on herself, but it's fine. She doesn't have damage anyway. She's got 5 kills. I'm just gonna ward him back because at this point I had about 2,400 gold, so it gives me lots of opportunity to buy a lot of health because I really want to be tanky in these team fights. And I noticed that their Diana didn't have a Leandries, which she should have, and their Graves definitely did not have a Blade of the Rune King, which he should have. Because Nasus and I and Shyvana, we all have a lot of HP, so they could have easily torn through us in team fights, but I guess I really wanted to take advantage of that. We like to initiate our team fights with me, Lulu, just ulting myself, so I can knock them all up and easily just take them all out. At this point, Varus is just getting more and more fed. We're acing them, and on this one, we're gonna push all these turrets in bot lane and the inhibitor. Dragon's coming back up in a second. We're gonna head down there and we're gonna grab it.
Red team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
So that just completely nullified their gold advantage there, and we're gonna further ourselves even more by grabbing this dragon. So at this point, we just overcome a 4k gold disadvantage and put it into a 4k gold advantage. So that's going to be huge in this game because we were really behind this entire game. We were just picking up like 1 for 2s, and they just kept getting dragons, and we couldn't do anything about it. So here is where we're really starting to make our comeback. Our team fights are not sloppy. We turned all our screws tight, and for some reason we went on a 3v5 here. We're kind of poking it. I'm kind of staying in here. I'm being tanky. You know, trying to get Varus in and out, in and out, in and out. He gets a kill here. He starts to get greedy. I wanted to back out, but he didn't want to, clearly. So he's just really diving in there on 4 people, which is just really a bad idea. Natalia runs in there, gets a double kill, but leaves me hanging, CC'd by 2 guys in the turret. I'm a support, and that's something that is really important at support too. Supports shouldn't mind dying for their team, especially if it does get your team kills, because as a support you're not going to be worth a whole lot of gold anyway. I mean, yeah, at this point in the game I had 5 kills, but I also had 7 deaths. So I'm not worth all that much gold at the moment. They're not really getting any bonus gold out of me. And I was involved in 23 out of the 31 kills that we had here in this game. So that kind of put me at a huge advantage with my build. Because at this point in time, at 38 minutes, I already have Bulwark, Full Boots, Warmogs, lots of wards, Philo Stone, and Chain Vest. So it gives opportunities like this, so I can just walk in there, start CCing people, knocking people up, slowing, shielding. Varus got an easy quadra here, which allows us to push everything. I see this turret is low, so I'm gonna push it there while minions are here. All 5 of them are down, they can't do anything about it. Shyvana's low, but it doesn't matter. Nobody's up. These minions aren't gonna kill her. Even if they tried, I have my shield up. So it just overall we made a huge comeback in this game, and that was very, very vital towards this win. This was a very, very well played game for both teams. And yeah, so that's for this game. Hope you like this video. Let me know if you like these commentaries, and no, I really need feedback from my viewers, because that's kind of why I got a little bit discouraged lately. Just I never get feedback from any of my videos, and it would kind of motivate me a little bit if you guys said that you liked them, or if you didn't like them, please give me a little bit of advice on what you didn't like, and maybe I can change up for the next video. So yeah, my tarot guide should be up by next week. I'm going to be uploading on Mondays because that gives me the weekend to work on the video and work on getting it up. So yeah, thanks guys. Till next time.